Welcome back, Truth Seeker. In the headlines, two murder stories, both related to young athletes. One is that a college player for Tulane in New Orleans is charged with murder, and the charges come just days after he declared for the NBA draft. And another is a young football recruit who was set to join Louisville was murdered. And I want you to see the parallels in these two stories. Again, if you're new here, been teaching something for years called Murder by Numbers. And I was actually just on the Tulane campus, and I was rejected from teaching about murder by numbers on their campus, just as I was rejected by the school across the street, Loyola, in regards to teaching this topic. And of course, I was just down in New Orleans where I was allowed to teach about this at LSU in regards to their rigged football championship over Clemson and all the ritualistic murders that went on for it. Again, the world of celebrity, entertainment, sports, it is full of ritual murder. And no doubt both of these stories are two more examples. So it's too bad that Tulane blocked the lesson, because it could be very relevant to a lot of students who are reading about this story right now. So we'll start right here. Tulane player accused of Georgia murder. And the story reads, Tulane Green Wave player Teshaun Hightower declared for the NBA draft on April 18th. Police say he killed a man 10 days earlier. The 22-year-old guard was arrested Saturday and charged with felony murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, ESPN reports. He is one of 6 people allegedly involved in the April 8th murder of 24-year-old Devontae Anthony Long in Stockbridge, Georgia. All but one of the suspects had been arrested as of Sunday afternoon. Police say Long was shot at an apartment complex around 11 a.m. Remember that they say around 11 a.m.? Because in the other story, they say around 11 p.m. And we'll get to why that is. Hightower from the Lithonia around 16 miles away. Or Hightower is from Lithonia around 16 miles away. Tulane Athletic Director Troy Dannon said Sunday that Hightower, who transferred to Tulane after 2 years at Georgia, has been dismissed from the program, reports the New Orleans Times. So the murder was April 8th, a date that's written 8-4 in the majority of the world, like 84. Look at the name Teshaun Hightower in the most pure cipher, the alphabetic order with the rules numerology 84. If you're new here, T's the 20th letter of the alphabet. The numerology of 20 is 2 plus 0 is 2, so T's 2. E's the 5th letter, so E's 5. S is the 19th letter. The numerology of 19 is 1, so S is 1, so on. His name, 84, charged with the 8-4 murder. And with the alphabetic order, his name sums to 201. If you're new here, we've been documenting a lot of 201s in the news lately. You know, just this weekend, another story. Judge Judy, her announcer, dead at 84. Her name, Judge Judy Shineland, her full name, 84. And that full title, Judge Judy Shineland, also sums to 201. And again, just documenting how this number is showing up all over in rituals right now. Ever since the coronavirus outbreak, 201's been everywhere. Again, Event 201 was the coronavirus outbreak simulation. It seems strange that all these stories that aren't even related keep encoding 201. But remember, 84 is a special number. In this same cipher, United States of America is 84. In our base ciphers, Zionism, Masonry, Jesuit, they're all 84. We have the first publicly Jesuit pope right now, Pope Francis, born December 17, 1936, a date with 84 numerology. Tulane's not the Jesuit school, but it is right across the street from the Jesuit school, Loyola. The wolf pack, wolves in sheep's clothing. Anyhow, coming back to this murder. Teshaun Hightower. They said it happened April 8th, and he had just declared for the draft 10 days later. Notice that from the murder to the date of the draft, June 25th, which happens to be George Orwell's birthday, the author of 1984, from the murder to the draft is a span of 79 days. He played for the Tulane Green Wave, which equals 79 like murder. And remember, Agatha Christie has that novel, The ABC Murders. The ABC Murders, 79. 79 is the 22nd prime. He's 22 years old. Draft equals 22 in the most pure cipher. Draft's also 49 with the alphabetic order. He was arrested on a date with 49 numerology, April 25th, 20. The shooting, the murder happened in Georgia. Remember, Georgia's 44, like execution, like shooting, like green wave, like kill. Same numbers that show up again and again in these rituals. So you just got to say, what are the odds? And realize the ritual doesn't mean he's guilty either. Could just be part of the reason he's been pulled into this. But with regards to the Louisville football player, Dexter Rentz, he was murdered in Orlando the same day the other player was arrested for murder. And that was April 25th, and we'll get to what 25 has to do with it. But if you are new here, Gematria, the 4 base ciphers, the alphabetic order with the rules numerology, the reverse alphabetic order with the rules numerology. Notice Orlando and murder are the exact same in 3 out of 4 ciphers. And notice how murder equals 83. So does this man's surname, Rentz, 83. Football's also 83. The song Murder by Numbers by the Police came out in 1983. Look up the lyrics to the song Murder by Numbers by the Police. It's about how killing's the sport of the elite. It's the way to the top of your profession. It's as simple as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. 1983. And he went to this high school, which looks like it's a native name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Might be Okoe or Okui. But however you pronounce his high school, it has gematria of 25 and 20, like death is 20 and 25. Rentz is also 25. He was murdered on the 25th. And notice how they mentioned that he was shot around 11 p.m. The other shooting was around 11 a.m., around 11 p.m., 11 a.m. If you watch the movie Rosemary's Baby, which is about selling your soul for success, everything in that movie, every time they say a time, it's always 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11's the master number in numerology, special number to the occult. Just like this practice of coding numbers into words is an occult practice, meaning it's hidden. Also, in light of this person being drafted by Louisville, Louisville has that gematria of 46 and 62 like sacrifice. Genesis 46 begins with the sacrifice. Faustian bargain equals 62, which means a deal with the devil for material wealth and gain, like what Rosemary's Baby's about. The word execution's also 46. And his first name, Dexter, also has that gematria of 86, like blood sacrifice. I noticed he was recruited by Louisville December 18th. And from that date to his murder was a span of 130 days. The word college is 130. That's possibly part of the riddle, making the transition from high school to college. But again, I just want people to mostly see, you get these 2 stories on the same day involving athletics and college and murder. And same numbers overlapping. And again, it's always these same numbers. It's in the mainstream. It's going to be encoded with the same numbers again and again. The riddles are very repetitive. So I think we covered it all for now, Truth Seeker. We'll leave it there. Until next time.